Hello everyone, I'm Xiao Gang. This video log mainly records the requirements for the small map. This requirement, its independence is very strong, therefore we need to implement it through game feature. This requirement will be iterated many times. After we complete the first version, then we can enable this feature. Then, when we develop the second or third version later, it will not conflict with the first version's small map. Because we can turn off the first version, code is then turn on the second version, then perform debugging. Then if we haven't finished it, we can turn off the second version, then turn on the first version again. Then package and it's all okay because the small map's independence is very strong in reality. Our first version is to pursue extreme simplicity. Then our demand is just need to be in our corresponding in the scene. Building blueprint or character blueprint, or on the item blueprint, think Gohan a component. Then, at the same time, within our control blueprint, go to display a canvas. Then, draw an image on this canvas. Meanwhile, this canvas supports zoom in and out. This is adequate. Then, our first version is called Pursuit of Simplicity. Then we used the shopping mall plugin. Please wait while I demonstrate. A plug town written by a big shot. We are pursuing simplicity. The plugin also includes some navigation functions. However, we don't need it right now. So let's briefly look at the demo effect. Think. So you can see that we've already done this. We've sent the small map image to him. We're switching to a melee weapon here. Then we'll kill the small zombie here. There are some collision issues here. This emoji needs to wait a bit before disappearing. Because of the plugin, it listens to the end play function. In reality, our monster, it isn't in play when it starts dying. During the death process, animations and effects need to be played. It will only trigger the corresponding function at the end. We need to adjust the plugin or the character's lifecycle process handling. The death process should consider object pooling, loot generation, and minimap handling interactions with other systems. We can see that our melee weapon is still very strong. The entire map is filled with loot. This is the logic we need to optimize next. Boss has few feet. Let's briefly take a look at the temporary architecture of this small map. Now, temporarily place the assets under the shooter core directory. Subsequently, they need to be separated out. Later, we need to implement functionality by adding specific components to specific actors. We can choose different object-based classes here and add different components to implement. For testing convenience, we directly added components to all role-based classes. This is definitely incorrect because the coupling is too strong. We should dynamically add different functional components. In this way, we can distinguish between the first version, second version, third version. Now it's just temporary testing processing. We are about to refactor the code. Now let's look at the companion project for the small map plugin. The plugin name, as Mello said, it supports some navigation functions. Now we switch to the demo project to take a look. You can see that it can generate a navigation road here. This feature is still a bit complex. I don't quite understand it. You see, this is the effect of a plugin's demonstration. So we'll conclude this video here. Thank you all.